Hey Dad, there's a scary guy outside of our house.
What's he doing?
Nothing, he's just waving. Oh wait, he's holding up a sign.
What does it say?
Join me if you like big butts. Isn't that so stupid? Cruz.
Me? Biggest muscles? Nah, stop it. Oh, sorry you had to listen to that awkward conversation between me and my neighbor, but yeah, what's going on everybody? Hope you're having a fantastic day. Today is going to be a very special episode because recently we just hit 10,000 subscribers. To celebrate that, I asked you guys to ask me as many questions as you like about calisthenics, fitness, stuff like that. So I'm going to be answering a bunch of those questions as well as showing you guys a full day of eating, and we're going to smash an absolute banging workout. But yeah, let's start the day like I do always, which is breakfast. Start off with the first question before we make some breakfast from Mert LMAO. Favorite food in a cheat day? This one's pretty easy. It's just gonna be a nice large pizza. Any type of pizza, pepperoni, pretty banging. So I would go with a pizza with a bunch of different toppings. Now that I'm thinking about food, I think it's perfect time to make some breakfast. Oof. If you've seen any of my videos, you'll know this is a pretty regular occurrence. Like when people say, don't talk to me until I have my coffee, for me, it's more like don't talk to me until I've had my eggs. You know what I'm saying? The macros of the breakfast for today: 667 calories, 34 grams of protein, 52 grams of carbs, 37 grams of fat. Absolutely delicious. Now the reason why you guys see me eating like the same breakfast every single day, because one, it obviously tastes really good, but also this breakfast is pretty cost efficient. Like it's not really expensive, so you really can't go wrong with this. So if you're trying to figure out a good breakfast, I highly recommend the eggs with Greek yogurt and some fruits. Just letting you know. Okay, so for pre-little workouts, we're gonna have a little apple. But while I'm cutting this, I'm gonna answer a couple more questions that we got. And the first one comes from Kino. How did you start calisthenics? And then Chow XD, who asked, how old am I? So first off, I am only 20 years old, a wee little lad, but on October 25th, which is the day that this video comes out, it will be my birthday and I will be 21. To answer the other question, how did you start calisthenics? So I had a friend who was an exchange student who came to Canada when I was in high school. He went back to Korea. I saw his Instagram. He was absolutely jacked. I saw him do like L-sits and elbow levers. So I texted him, asked, how did you do this stuff? He told me all about calisthenics. He showed me how to get started. And then from there, I've been training ever since for 3.5 years now. And like my only regret is that I didn't start earlier. Nothing I can do about it now. This is actually a really juicy apple. It is officially hoodie season. It is so freaking cold out here in British Columbia. We'll do some jump roping, and then after we're done that, we're running back inside because my nips are gonna be freezing off after that, so I don't like that. All right, I wasn't gonna train planche today, but we're gonna try to do a couple straddle planche holds just because I'm feeling pretty well rested, and I feel like probably been like a month last time I trained planche. To your arms, all right, felt pretty good. So before we get into the workout, let me just answer one more question. Just to know, how did you learn all those skills? Was it mostly pull-ups or did you also use barbells and such? I just want to know. So I'm assuming you're asking like, did I also use weights in my progress to learning skills? When I'm directly trying to learn skills, I don't really use weights. If anything, I'll do weighted calisthenics. But the only like free weighted exercise that I actually used to progress in calisthenics was the overhead press, the military press. And then after that, it was just all weighted calisthenics or just body weight stuff. All right, with that being said, let's start this workout. Okay, we're back inside now because it was getting pretty nippy out. As you can tell, I can cut diamonds with those bad boys. But we're gonna continue the workout. We're now onto some dips. Best bodyweight exercise in my opinion. Absolutely love it. So yeah, let's dip. Shut my eyes, love is blind. All right, I'm gonna answer another question real quick. What equipment would you recommend a beginner get in a low budget by Stone? And this one's pretty simple, guys. The only thing that's actually worth your money are two things: parallettes and then a pull-up bar. If you don't, those are the only two things you need. Pull-up bar, I would say, is number one because pretty much everything on the parallette on the floor. Pull-up bar from Walmart, I think is like 20 bucks. Like obviously I am affiliated with Pull Up and Dip, which makes super high quality calisthenics gear, but I'm not gonna say like, oh, you need that, because I know they're quite expensive and I don't expect everyone to be able to pay that much money for equipment. Pull-up bar, parallettes, that's all you need as a beginner. Let's finish these dips. Also forgot to say, you can also just get gym rings. You can do pulling and pushing with those things as long as you have like a tree to set your stuff up. So if you can only get one piece of equipment, gym rings is probably the most versatile. But if you don't want to get rings, pull-up bar, parallettes, can't go wrong with that. All right, now we're moving on to decline push-ups to really work the upper chest. Let's frickin' do this. Two exercises left on the workout. We're gonna do some L-sit holds on the tall parallettes, and then we're gonna do some tricep extensions, and then that'll be the end of the workout. So let's end it with a bang. Workout is complete. That was a pretty fantastic push workout. Let's quickly check the pump. Literally nothing better than a nice upper body, chest, tricep pump, and shoulders. Nothing beats it, but yeah, I am getting pretty hungry. Let's go have a little post-workout meal. All right, next question comes from Matten Seimer. How long did it take for you to learn the front lever? Now this is a pretty interesting question because it just depends on when would you consider it unlocked. I probably learned the front lever in like 11 months. I wouldn't say it was like really good form. Zero, like no experience of front lever to like a decent full front lever took me about 11 months. Months after that, I perfected and got better at the form. Some people learn it faster, some people might take it longer, but yeah, that's how long it took for me. It's too cold out here. That's a little warmer. And for lunch, we're having some delicious spicy mayo chicken wraps. The macros of this meal: 489 calories, 40 grams of protein, 40 grams of carbs, and then 20 grams of fat. Absolutely yummy. And then we're gonna have a little dessert, a lunch dessert right after this. And as a little dessert, we're having something that I've actually never had before, and it's gonna be like pecan and cinnamon butter on a piece of toast. The macros: 308 calories, 8 grams of protein, 53 grams of carbs, and 8 grams of fat. It smells like an actual cinnamon bun, so I'm actually really excited. I almost forgot to take my creatine today. Oy, oy, oy. I think it's time to finish this side of the parallettes. I'm pretty sure this side is done. I've added 3 names. We got Angel G, we got Meg mostly walks. I added a character that mostly walks. And then Arc DTK. You 3 are on these bad boys. So this side is pretty much done. Maybe we'll start building around it. And even if you don't comment, you don't want to be on the parallettes, you just watching this, you're amazing as well. So don't feel left out. All right, while I'm at it, I'm gonna answer another question from Instagram. And it asks, how do you stay motivated? How do you keep a positive mental health? This question comes up all the time. Like, how do you stay motivated? You work out, you'll probably get it asked a bunch of times from other people. Like, how do you stay motivated to work out? It's usually the same answer. You're like, dude, it's not motivation, it's discipline, which I don't really like. Really, I personally enjoy working out so much, so it's not as much discipline. I think discipline is doing something that you really don't like to do and then doing doing it anyways. But for me, I love working out. I love doing calisthenics. I love training. I mean, it doesn't take too much discipline for me to do that. It does take some motivation and some discipline to get started, to try something new. Once you find something that you enjoy, it's super easy to stick with. How do you keep a positive mental health? I don't know. I don't try to dwell on things too much. Most of the time, I'm still human. Like, there's times where I'm sad, there's bad days. You can only control how you react to stuff. So why not choose to react to it in a positive way instead of dwelling on stuff? That's just my opinion. So yeah, hopefully that made sense.
Oh, big stretch.
So I'm gonna answer another question from Sean Dow, and he asks, how do you train your legs? If you mean me personally, I train legs 2 times a week. One is on just a regular calisthenics leg day, so I work on like training my dragon squat. The other day I train legs is during gymnastics, when I do a lot of like tumbling, backflipping, tricking, all that stuff. So I train legs like that as well, but it's mainly body weight stuff. I don't do like any barbell squats at all. Holy moly, it's fucking raining like crazy. And then for lunch, or not lunch, for dinner, we have this heavenly, delicious ground beef with fried rice and Brussels sprouts. The macros for dinner is going to be 506 calories, 31 grams of protein, 55 grams of carbs, then 18 grams of fat. And then we have dessert later in the day. On average, you want to get at least hit the 30 to 40 grams of protein. That's when you know you have a nice satiating meal. All done. Oh, what? Why are you guys hiding this from me? For the final meal of the day, for some dessert, to be another bowl of yogurt with some frozen blueberries. I'm single-handedly increasing the stock of Greek yogurt, so you're welcome. The macros, 132 calories, 62 grams of carbs, 13.2 grams of protein, 5.3 grams of fat. Oh my God. So I'm gonna answer one final question for the video, and this one is absolutely massive. So I'm gonna try and answer as many and as fast as I can. So let's go. What are your calisthenic goals in the future? I would like to unlock the full planche and pull up front lever, full planche push up. Those are like the big goals, and then just get really good at those. What are your 1 rep max? 100 pounds for pull up and then 135 pounds for dips. You do another calisthenics competition in the future? Well, of course. I just not really in the mood for it right now. It's just too cold to train outside. Did you do sports before calisthenics? Yes, I played soccer for like 15 years of my life, pretty much my entire life. Favorite calisthenics equipment? I would say my parallettes. And then Messi or Ronaldo? I don't know. Messi's pretty cool, I guess. I don't know. 50-50 for me. Thank you to everyone who asked questions. You guys made this video possible. But now let's quickly do the total macros for the full day of eating. And it's going to be 2,102 calories, 205 grams of carbohydrates, 125 grams of protein, and then 88 grams of fat. But without further ado, that's going to be the entire video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate it, and peace out.